Hello and welcome students. Today we're going to do the seventh module of Microsoft Excel, and the title of this project is Valerian State College Summarizing Your Data with Pivot Tables. It is the Excel module 7 SAM Project 1A. You can see. Let me know if you want me to do this this assignment or the complete course of Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint, including the textbook projects, the capstone projects, the exams. You just need to send me the files over the WhatsApp or over the email, and I will complete the assignment and send it back to you. Then you can just submit it and get it graded. It's a very economical service in terms of price. Do text me if you need any sort of help. Let's get started with the first step, that is Lyle Mastron works in the student activities office at Valerian State College in Lonius. Lyle has started compiling information on students who are interested in helping run student organization at Valerian State. She needs your help completing the workbook. So switch to student representative worksheet. This is the student representative worksheet, and here it says in cell E to enter a formula using HLOOKUP function as follows: determine the true student potential base hourly rate, which is based on number of years of post-secondary education. The structured column to look up the value in the post-secondary years column. Retrieve the column in this value in the second row of the table in the range P13 to U14. Use an absolute reference because hourly rates is a tied based on the number of years of education. Find approximate range. So we are going to put HLOOKUP in. So the formula in this cell will be HLOOKUP, and we are finding for the lookup value as a post-secondary columns, and the table array that we are going to use, that is P13 to U14, and make sure these are absolute functions, and we want from the second column, and next we want an approximate match. That's it. I think that was a it is approximate match. That's it. So we are done with step number 1. Fill the formula in the range. We are already done with this. Moving to step number 2, that is student organizations sometimes required transportation for the off-campus activities, and school policy requires students to be over 23 years old to serve as transport. Lyle wants to determine how many of the activity students will be eligible to transport. In J2, enter a formula using if function and a structured reference to as allows to determine if K Colbert can serve an authorized transport. The function should use a reference to a value of the age column to determine if the student age is greater than 23. Should return yes. Okay. So in J2 is this one. We need the if function, and the logical test would be if age column. Where is that age column? This is the age column is greater than 23, then it should return as yes. And if it is not, then it should return as no. That's it. Moving to step number 3, that is to be eligible for the leadership training program offered by the office, a student must have at least 2 years of post-secondary education or have gone through the organization financing training. In K2, enter formula using if and or function and a structured reference as follows to determine. Okay, so what should be the logics? The if function should determine, okay, and if and or should be there. If the value of the student post-secondary column is greater than or equal to 2, or if the value of the student finance is yes, we're running the text yes. Okay, so we have basically two column, two sort of functions for the equal sign, if, and then we're going to apply the or function. So the first one is the or, the logical test, that is post-secondary education. Where is that post-secondary education? Let me add this one. Sorry. If or this is the post-secondary education. This is the post-secondary education. Okay. Wait. The logical function of the post-secondary education, if that is greater than 2, greater than equal to 2, and finance certified is yes. If the finance certified, that is also yes, then it should give us, okay, after that you have to close it, okay, because the or function is over now. Now we are at the if function right now. Okay, so it should give us the yes, and if not, it should give us the no. That's it. So we are done with step number 3. Moving to step number 4, that is experienced students may serve as a mentor if they are at least 21 or have at least 3 years of post-secondary education. In SAR L2, enter formula using if and function. That was if and or, and if this one is if and function, and a structured reference as follows to determine if K. Colbert is eligible to serve as a mentor. If function should determine if the value of the age column is greater than or equal to 21, and if the student post-secondary column is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so here is the mentor. We're going for the if function, and this time we will nest it with and function. And if age column is greater than 21, let's see, where is the age? If age column is greater than 21 and post-secondary education is greater than or equal to 3, and post-secondary education is greater than or equal to 3, then it should say yes, or else it would be no. That's it. So moving to step number 5, that is, Loyal is always on the lookout for the students who might be interested in running for the office in the student group. In M2, enter formula using if function and structured reference as follows to determine the student is already elected for the office student group or if not. If the value in the elected column is equal to yes, the formula should display elected. Okay. So in M2, we're going to put an F function, and that should be if elected is yes. Where is the elected column? If elected is equal to yes. Okay, you can what you can say, ignore the case. Okay, uppercase, lowercase, and it should display as elected. Okay, and if again there is an if and finance is equal to yes. So if the finance, that is also yes, then it should show us the yes. Or it should show us the no. Okay, that's it. I hope you got it. Moving to the 6th step, that is, okay, in cell N1, enter the tire as a column heading. So we should type tire. That's it. And step 7 is, in cell N2, enter formula using if function and a structured reference as follows to determine which work tire K cobalt is qualified for. So the if function should determine if the value in the post-secondary column is greater than 4, the return of the value of 2 or the value of 1 is false. So again, put an equal sign with f function. If the post-secondary education, post-secondary years, that is greater than equal to 4, then it should display as 2, or else it should display as 1. That's it. I think that's it for this video. If I keep on doing it will be long enough, and let me know if you want me to complete this assignment. It's a very long one. You just need to send me the files, send your files over the WhatsApp or over the email, and I will complete the assignment for you and send it back to you. Then you can just submit it and get it graded. So do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.